wo manyam ensuo na asase betoto eno ensuo na to ane de hohoro eniema na petepete gugu yaso ni na de ko ba bie ba man ni ensuo hya asase toto na cholera unity ame ye refi no ba mpese be busa tema MC kosamba ko pe ene MP ni de bi busa no hwe enya because enya MP adwuma eti chemu lagoon no se de mu aye no MC ayi wakono yey enu enso to na hu se tamafo ye fi hwede ade no moye na covid aben kwafo na mo ye campaign say yentu abanti obi yentu obi badamo refi say baller no on say chemu no expose chemu river no ama ye hu say leadership in shada ni tema enu efi pa aiwa mama wo so ma na faguo da se Kwame Nkrumah tema pa ni dia chale na airtime Kwame Nkrumah tema se Kwame Nkrumah ne tema ne pa ni dia ko hwechemu lagoon be de ma yi wa ma ne dia to wudi ne kura wa hia na sanka ibe hwegum sese yi wa me de gum fechirgu ho na nkofo hwe chemu lagoon na nkakan no tetefo tamafo bedi afasha yakobọ mpa yegum enam timi ba mani panya nam we ko hwe chemu lagoon enso mo MC yango he ese say MP samu waterman nyina na mo kam humbo na mo kobu samu MC say what is he doing about it? Yay, aquatic creatures e wa lagoon mu nyina awu. Ye tena ho. Eda. Ade me do pem. Ya me ya adoma wukuada. Me sa batema. Na ebe bin se bibi. Abusua afa me mda COVID-19 so na me kan se mi nkyerɛ o. Hwɛ yare we se ye kreti yo. So no an ba yo, sa abrofo nyaya ka bibifo ye wu. Upaji du upajai. Yare we. So obi na shada create yo. Se obi so no an ba yo. Abrofo nyaya ka ye wu. They wish the black race and transibium. And I don't want to go into the conspiracy theories. I'm not interested in those ones. World Health Organization ain't mean can't tell me that. So no one name your way. World Health Organization as an institution. And any power down who say as a body. They can never, ever say anywhere. Say no one name yare way. Yare bi owa ebe wiase ebi owa 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years ago they talked about Ebola. 10 years ago, World Health Organization before Ebola, a unity with Africa. No one can want some dada. Why? Because a certain president somewhere spoke about Ebola. 10 years gap. The World Health Organization spoke about HIV and AIDS 8 years before Ansayaba. I believe in the World Health Organization, but sometimes they think that it will come to kill Africans. They think that before. They wish we are no more. It's a total ye be before president, no one shut down your one so bedria. Ya na ya. Obama fia konya so ncheye. Bush koye no bae. Ba wo de tia sama Bush kan. Pesa wutie. Opani former American president. George Walker Bush. Asama George Walker Bush kaye some time back. Baba betraso.
Ow.
Hey. Ade. Wow, man. Rough, yo.
It is vital that our nation discuss and address the threat of pandemic flu now. There is no pandemic flu in our country or in the world at this time. But if we wait for a pandemic to appear, it will be too late to prepare. Scientists and doctors cannot tell us where or when the next pandemic will strike or how severe it'll be. But most agree, at some point we are likely to face another pandemic. A pandemic is a lot like a forest fire. If caught early, it might be extinguished with limited damage. If allowed to smolder, undetected, it can grow to an inferno that spreads quickly beyond our ability to control it. Our strategy is designed to meet three critical goals. First, we must detect outbreaks that occur anywhere in the world. Second, we must protect the American people by stockpiling vaccines and antiviral drugs and improve our ability to rapidly produce new vaccines against a pandemic strain. And third, we must be ready to respond at the federal, state, and local levels in the event that a pandemic reaches our shores. To meet these three goals, our strategy will require the combined efforts of government officials and public health, medical, veterinary, and law enforcement communities, and the private sector. It will require the active participation of the American people. And it will require the immediate attention of the United States Congress so we can have the resources in place to begin implementing this strategy right away. And one day, many lives could be needlessly lost because we failed to act today. By preparing now, we can give our citizens some peace of mind knowing that our nation is ready to act at the first sign of danger and that we have the plans in place to prevent and, if necessary, withstand an influenza pandemic. In a pandemic, an infection carried by one person can be transmitted to many other people. And so every American must take personal responsibility for stopping the spread of the virus. To provide Americans with more information about pandemics, we're launching a new website, pandemicflu.gov. That ought to be easy for people to remember. Pandemicflu.gov. The website will keep our citizens informed about the preparations underway, steps they can take now to prepare for a pandemic, and what every American can do to decrease their risk of contracting and spreading the disease in the event of an outbreak. A pandemic is unlike other natural disasters. Outbreaks can happen simultaneously in hundreds or even thousands of locations at the same time. And unlike storms or floods, which strike in an instant and then recede, a pandemic can continue spreading destruction in repeated waves that can last for a year or more.
Former American President George Walker Bush Jr. in 2005. I'll come to tell you something about this in relation to the resignation of Kazel Martins. Ewo Trump abem. Dentina Brantiano. Or resigning here from Trump, Amemboom. 2 weeks, I are in unity. China. I'll come to tell you about Kazel Martins' resignation. I was asking way home. But before, likes to
say that nobody saw the pandemic coming. Really? Well, here's a warning from President Barack Obama back in 2014.
There may and likely will come a time in which we have both an airborne disease that is deadly. And in order for us to deal with that effectively, we have to put in place an infrastructure, not just here at home, but globally, that allows us to see it quickly, isolate it quickly, respond to it quickly. So that if and when a new strain of flu, like the Spanish flu, crops up 5 years from now or a decade from now, we've made the investment. And we're further along to be able to catch it.
And guess what? The former president was not politicizing the possibility of a pandemic on the horizon. He was sending a message to Congress at the time.
Okay. And see, Barack Obama said 5 years from now, and it is 5 years. Bush say anytime after 10 years from now, exactly 10 years. Oh, no, so the choir. Now, Martin Kaiser say, I resign because of the statement made by the president at the White House that if there should be any pandemic, it will strike Africa the harder. We need not to get worried. I didn't say Trump Bekasa. Africa, this is the time. Let me see your way. Me danyamia se se buy. So be na de buy yo. So no one buy yo. Thank God it came. Or a guy. So that Africa would open our eyes and begin to think. Africa, this is the time to open our eyes. Because listen, say yare we ekwaso che na njai wo kwam na sa no ye din bebre ya enuro na wode ba na wode say yare me mbodi say African timi anya na dura. I am telling you, they will wipe us off because they already wish we don't exist, and that's a fact. This agenda started from Bota's time when he was the president of South Africa. And let me read something Bota Troy. Obi State of the Nation's address. Our Troy. Or say, men came from the beginning. Paragraph 1, 2. I'm reading from paragraph 3. We read paragraph 3 and met me that Wednesday met me at Waswamau. Or say, we do not pretend like other whites that we like blacks. The fact that blacks look like human beings and act like human beings do not necessarily make them sensible human beings. Hedgehogs are not porcupines, and lizards are not crocodiles, simply because they look alike. If God wanted us to be equal to the blacks, he would have created us all of a uniform color and intellect. But he created us differently. White, black, yellow, rulers, and the ruled. Intellectually, we are superior to the blacks. That has been proven beyond any reasonable doubt over the years. I believe that Afrikaner is an honest, God-fearing person who has demonstrated practically the right way of being. Nevertheless, it is comforting to know that behind the scenes, Europe, America, Canada, Australia, and all others are behind us in spite of what they say. They are all behind them in spite of what they say. For diplomatic relations, we all know what language should be used and where. I am repeating this statement. For diplomatic relations, we all know what language should be used and where. To prove my point, comrades, does any one of you know a white country without an investment or interest in South Africa? Who buys our gold? Who buys our diamond? Who trade with us? Who is helping us develop other nuclear weapons? The very truth is that we are their people and they are our people. It's a big secret. The strength of our economy is backed by America, Britain, Germany. It is our strong conviction, therefore, that the black is the raw material for the white man. So, brothers and sisters, let us join hands together to fight against this black devil and their freedom and the quest to develop without us. Let's wipe them. I appeal to all Afrikaners to come out with any creative means of fighting this war. Surely God cannot forsake his own people, whom we are. By now, every one of us has seen it's practically that the blacks cannot rule themselves. Give them guns and they will kill each other. Give them guns and they will kill each other. They are good in nothing else but making noise, dancing, marrying many wives, and indulging in sex. Mami fancy her. Where is the metro way swam out? This is the idea they have about us. What should they Akwaso Zambia? Me kabicha last Wednesday. Zambia farmer me rahwa mama jeme ho anje. Wọ́n to na China dada on Jessica and on Jessica sa say Zambia ntimi ntua China ka. Na mention asem esi wo Zambia for national broadcaster to say ya GBC no China Jaffa I take it over to further notice. Zambia China J to say ya GBC China for J. And at Sanka, ya VR and ECG, China San Jeffrey Zambia for them. To Wasorea now was three and say the first African country to be colonized by China is Zambia. What is happening? Say Kenya, and so say more train Kwana Mayima one no Kenya for to be track. I don't. Let me ask Kenya for na compare because say China for. What so to be tria? It's almost so harbor about the eastern part of the country, no, and the China so here, Warji, they are taking over. Africa, this is the time to begin to think. This is the time, Africa, to think. Yare weba ye. Yasi yam punu na beko. E punu e shase fi hin. E shase fi Africa. Yasi yan keke me biduro bi mubom na be ye be me yatiapo e shase fi hin e shase fi ye ha. Ye be num su agi broni ye pra broni ye be didi broni ye beta broni ye ne broni ye jonso broni ye da broni ye sorry broni computer broni ye broni ekwan broni hospitals ye broni je bibia broni mame fancy ha na nyame ya adoma Wednesday sameba mekan documents, official documents, other presidents, European president, American president, the agenda they have. Because someone who said the next, if it's Amri, this is the season of Africa. This is Yanyere Yahua, Obepenyan Sekwenbi. Na se yadwia ebe ye yamaye mo bia mfa hyɛ tim da bro na dwen ye ho omboa eyalo tena me tukwan na me hu omna omyɛ rofa na makama dwen akyerɛ wo wo pa san me kama dwen che tale na ma from omu hu sa makama dwen ke kama dwen kyerɛ sa de be ya na ye je free mu ho. Let's begin to think. Let's start looking from within. We have the solutions here. Yensa ye ho betoye enti ba me fancy na me ndana me homra me ba me won komo foforo ho a me no bebo na bua me na bibirem ye na ye nhase anwen sede be ya ye betime di ye ho so na no bebo ye se ya hyase nose mask yi me de ye kuta me ye pabne Ghana haya Abante ya force Albert dear Pamna Ghana, which is a GTP. Awana dear Ghana, the Okuta camera so Ghana, Forge dear Ghana. And see one foul seeker, our nose mask, Yampom nose mask. Tia started aye. Your professors be brave Ghana, how my researchers be brave, a good self swam for Subiamba. So this is the time to start Africa. This is the time. You say, Shas, yes, yeah. We will gradually wean ourselves from them. Women who say, Yeniabre. There's a one dream, so woman in two, you'd be cum, ye, one dream, woo, no. I mean, fancy. The Shannon Somami said, a DBS roofing sheets, this wasn't na Yade Fabɛwɔso brɛwo. And I feel Franco Trading Enterprise and Susumu. And I had a brɛwo. Open phone a pa there. A woman necessary. Africa. Let's start thinking. We need to think. we need to start thinking. Me da no me ho aba. Me ba. Ya betra so.
Water gives life. Water is life.